You're listening to BnDnD, a show where we drink some brews and play Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm Marquise Hamilton, the Dungeon Master, and I'm here with...
Robin Jose playing Beadle and Bramble Patch.
Sarah Portwood playing Estwing.
And Jared Lodenau playing Mugen Genkai.
All right, so last time you guys had chased down a hooded figure and stopped them in an alleyway. After talking with them for a while, learning about them, you learned that their name was Rikka, that she was inflicted with some sort of werewolf curse and was looking for a cure. Afterwards, you let Rikka go, and you were given a empty vial of some sort of solution that she had taken to get her to not turn during, instinctually turn because you guys were chasing her, attacking her. You took that back to the graveyard and whispered the magic word Ooga Booga, which opened up the pathway in a mausoleum to an underground town that was the Chemical Harem.
Chemical Harem.
Chemical Harem!
Yes!
Yes!
Yes.
New team name.
The Chemical Hammer Society.
Just gonna add that to the list real fast.
Yeah.
Please do.
Damn
That's
it. God
fantastic.
damn it. While there, you were given some directions and eventually made your way to essentially like an academy where you met Lili, a crimson-skinned tiefling who was kind of like headmaster person there. Talked to her about the werewolves, about the crystal shards. You let her examine Ibble, who now has one of the crystal shards kind of fused into her wings, and
So pretty.
yeah, super pretty. And then you brought up the book of mythology, the Heroes of the Looking Glass, that you were reading, and the pages were missing, and she actually had the missing pages. So we ended with Mugen plopping down in a beanbag chair and reading these pages. So essentially where it left off in the book was that they had kind of gotten into this weird cave way underground where time was weird, plants were huge, there was like some sort of light source, water was like falling from the sky in a huge waterfall, and they were kind of like without rations. They felt like they'd been down there for over a week, and they needed to kind of go back. What you continue reading is, with the decision made to head back out, the party set up camp to rest before they made the trek back up to the surface world. News of this land would surely bring them fame and recognition, they thought. The feeling brought them joy as they sat around the fire talking about their new great discovery. As Krozik, Tammet, and Graham eventually fell asleep, Pengirl took to climbing a nearby tree. She could at least see if there was anything down here other than the huge strange plants they had encountered. The first branch of the tree was far above the ground, and she could see for miles in the soft light of the cavern. But what was it that was producing this light, she wondered? How was it all of this was living down here? Her eyes traced the cavern until she found it, a bright, shimmering, silvery light spilling from what looked like the center of the large room. Jotting down a rough route to this light from up high, she makes her way down the tree to the rest of the party. This was all like kind of passages from a log that was said to be Pengirl's log. It then switches back to the book author writing and says, the accounts of their journey from here are little known. It is known that the party did find what is known as the Looking Glass, a silvery shining disc that held within it great power. It was taken to the city of Komyo Osto, the seat of power in the land and where the four allied races conglomerated their power. It was there it would stay and be studied. A new era of arcane knowledge was before them, and the people rejoiced of what was to come. And then it just kind of ends.
What's the name of the city?
Komya Osto?
Thank
It's
you.
COMYA-OSTO.
Thank you. Okay.
Huh.
While you're reading this,
Yeah.
and the others are kind of standing around, you see that Lili's like,
Munching on chips.
yeah.
I get those.
You see that Lili is like frantically kind of going over the empty vial that Beadle had given her, and starting to get this big grin on her face. She sees that you've finished and just goes, so what did you think? But she's still tinkering and pouring things in and seeing us that weird reactions happen.
This is so interesting. And then I recite the things that you just said.
Okay. So yeah, you think that it's all just a myth, right? It's, somebody's kind of writing an origin story or something.
I mean, from what we've gathered on
We all
our
love
adventures,
we all love a good hero's origin.
seems like it's possible, but also that perhaps we may have found one of these objects. Or part of this.
I mean, you saw my homunculus.
Right.
That was...
Shard.
It's now wings, but it was just like a piece of magical glass.
Okay.
And I did not tinker that onto the wings.
Oh, I believe you.
I feel like I made a really accurate replica of a bee for my homunculus, but the shard added itself to her wings.
Oh, I believe you. And I can tell that there's something different. We all have, well, not all of us, but a large group of us have homunculi, and you see that she has like a little weasel that kind of like pokes up out from under her collar, and it has like robotic eyes.
Oh, weasel.
And,
Cool.
Like weird little like gears and stuff, and it's looking around and then pops back under. And she goes, but I've never seen one with this kind of aura or iridescence to it. This is something different entirely. So you believe this story then? Obviously, if you feel you've found one of these pieces.
I'd like to find out more, honestly.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We believe there's another shard outside of Oldies Vale.
You see that she sets down the beakers and flasks and stuff that she's working on, and she turns around and goes, okay, awesome. I just needed to see if you guys were actually like legit, but I didn't know if I could actually like talk to you about any of this, but now I'm really excited because you seem like you actually believe this and you found one, and this is mind-blowing. Okay, all right. So, yes, we've actually been searching for more of this stuff, and you see that she kind of like walks up to you and like ushers you to come in further, and then goes and shuts the door. And she goes, we've actually been looking for more information on this. There is bits and pieces strewn out all throughout like history. The book that I gave you is said to be around 1400, which, now it's, it's weird. Like, I know it's only supposed to be like 3,000 something right now, but I think that there was just a large chunk of time that was lost.
Oh,
like,
we reached a new millennium?
oh yeah, I mean, we've been in one, but like,
Is it 3,000?
I think that there's yes. I think that there's like something there was a bunch of stuff is lost. There's so much information that we don't have, and I think that at some point somebody just started counting years again, and it was like way later than we thought it is. There is.
So slow down, Lili.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
So these heroes in this story are quote unquote about 50,000 years ago.
Yes.
Mugen, do elves live that long?
Not quite that long.
Okay.
No.
Oh no.
How old is the book, and why? May I ask why you took the pages?
Well, I needed to study them, and I just, who's gonna miss it? No one really reads these things. No one actually believes this stuff. They just think that it's, an origin myth, somebody trying to explain why we're all here. Like why there are the weird dotted ruins around the land and what they mean, and,
It's like when people try to tell me that Mary Kai's not real, and I'm like, she visited me in a dream, like, she gave me a job, she's real.
I'm sure I've never seen her, but I know of her work. I'm sure she's real. And that's precisely my point, is that the gods exist. We know this. There are forces at work out there that we don't necessarily understand. So, like, why wouldn't this be real? And the fact that you have one of these shards, that you found one, means that it must certainly be real. And this is just blowing my mind. I I have been studying this for a very long time, though I could never really get the funding for it because no one thought it was worth anything. There's things going on in the world now that need research, that need figured out, and things like that, and whatever. But everyone was just kind of, this is just a myth. This isn't thing. But then they have no way of explaining the weird, strange anomalies that happen, the weird like magic maelstroms, and the weird, off in the sea there's just like a weird arcane dead zone. It just makes no sense, and it's just like something is going on, and I feel like these shards are behind it.
Typical politicians not wanting to fund the magical climate change.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Right? No, exactly.
Still no reason to desecrate a library book.
Well,
Mugen,
Yeah.
are you able to magically stitch the pages back in?
I am able to manually stitch the pages back in.
you can keep the pages. I trust that you guys are willing to research this.
We're on a quest currently, so yes.
Okay.
Yes, and one question before I bring up these supposed werewolves.
The ones you brought up earlier.
Yes, I'd like to ask you about that potion, but do we know why this magical disc mirror thing broke? Why did it shatter?
Well,
Who dropped
that
it?
is actually something I wanted to talk to you about. So, through my study of this in my free time, I have found reference to another book called The Shattering, dated year 1736. And this supposedly explains what happened after these heroes brought the disc back to Komyo-Osto. I've been searching for the ruins of Komyo-Osto as well, but I have been unable to find any confirming evidence of any of the ruins being that city specifically. The ruins just outside of here seem elven, but they don't seem to be. There's no reference of the name of this city. There is reference to Pengrel, which was seen, I guess, as some sort of hero or patron saint. But she's just one of the four mentioned in this story. I don't think that it would only be her being displayed in statue form or anything like that if it was the main city. If you guys, I would say, could look out for this book, this could definitely teach us much and would be huge to me. I'm willing to assist you in any way I can if you can find this book.
Mugen has books. Do you have one titled The Shattering in the stack of books you have?
Roll for luck. Yeah.
It's a very different story. I don't think it's related. It just happened to have the same title. It's another Nancy Shrew story.
What's the title of that Nancy Shrew?
I got nothing.
The Breaking.
Yeah.
What's another Shattering? The Breaking.
Shattering Mystery. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It has nothing to do with
If we think
any
of
of
something funny, edit it in.
Yeah.
Docking Nancy Shrew,
Big
the
Bag
novel.
Shatter.
You see that she kind of walks away.
Nancy Shrew and the Big Bag Shatter.
Totally unrelated.
Yeah. You see that she walks away and kind of goes back to tinkering with the vial that you had given her, and goes, I think that I can figure out what this was made out of and probably make it better. You had mentioned werewolves.
Has there been a werewolf problem in the area?
Yes.
I think she told us about one.
She said people were getting mauled.
Yeah. Like I said
Yeah.
before, people have
Silly
been
me.
getting mauled by werewolves, and that's not good. This, you say,
Or is it?
is able to get them to not turn into a werewolf.
Yes, so we ran into a werewolf that could shift around all shadowy like, and she was
It's not a werewolf thing.
dealing.
Yeah, you told us already.
That's an Echo Knight.
Yes.
The extra powers.
Yep. Yeah, you totally told us it was an Echo Knight, and it just left my vocabulary. But this person was stealing the potions. She stated that it prevents her from turning into a werewolf.
Right.
Do you think you could replicate it?
I think I could improve it.
Oh, goodness me.
Awesome.
Could you teach me? I'm always willing to learn a new...
Well, I need to do some research. I need to do some testing. I need to do some reading. It will take some time. While I am doing this, if you guys would like to go investigate, we've seen some of the places that have been hardest hit by these attacks. Have been down on the docks, the bar district, probably pretty easy targets there. People walking home at night drunk and stuff. But and then the residential district, they seem to be the targets generally of these werewolf attacks. You said that this person was also a werewolf, but she didn't. Did she explain anything about attacks or anything like that, or she didn't want to attack anything? She seemed like she spoke to you.
She had ample opportunity to attack us, but she just ran and only spoke to us.
Yeah, she told us about her, her...
Wolf pack?
Yeah, the Fist of the Wolf Fang.
I see.
Have you heard of them? I think they're the clan of bad wolves.
Seems like there's some internal strife happening amongst the organization.
And all humans. So, like... they always say the curse. Well, she did say the curse was hereditary. So it's not like I'm going to catch it and become a big bad wolf.
If that's true, yes. You wouldn't be able to catch it.
Let's hope it's that and not magical. What would you look like as a werewolf?
I don't know.
I don't know
Would
what
I
her...
be
Adorable.
Half
half badger, half wolf?
tiny werewolf?
You might just
Tiny
turn into a
werewolf.
were-badger.
Were-badger.
Would I? Oh,
I think
what
that-
if I was a were-human? Ugh.
Ew.
That would be weird. Would you lose all of your hair and
Well, I was
get
going
really
to
big
ask.
and long and...
Your teeth flatten?
So if
and-
you replicate this potion, per se, if someone does not have a werewolf curse, would it promote or reduce hair growth? Just thinking of the
don't
possibilities
know.
for Mary Kai,
yes. Are you literally thinking of a new potion to sell?
I don't know. That's not a bad idea, though. Though I think that the transformation in the hair has more to do with the curse rather than like biological, as well as from what you've stated, it sounds like the transformation is kind of instinctually spurred on for protection, and this potion somehow prevents that.
What if you did the opposite, Beadle, and found out like a hair growth formula? Because I'm sure there are people who would be into that.
Oh, yes, and any human that's
Unless the opposite is true and balding is coming into style, then maybe
we
that
could
hair loss would be.
reverse the effects of the potion.
I don't
We're talking business. I'm sorry.
If you guys
Business
want to
strategy.
come up with some business ideas, I can help you out with that at some point. But for now,
Ooh, how
I
kind.
would just like to figure out what this is and figure out if there's a way to make it more potent. If it's able to reverse the effects temporarily, we may be able to figure out a way for it to reverse them permanently. And
I believe that would be the ultimate solution that the non-violent werewolf we ran into would be interested in having a permanent cure.
yeah,
And I think it would make me feel really good inside if I stopped a clan of murdering werewolves from being able to grow claws at night.
well,
So if let's say we go and after this whole werewolf ordeal, we go on to investigate the looking glass. Is there treasure involved? I have bodyguards to pay, and I mean sometimes they just disappear on me, and then I'm gonna need more money to pay new bodyguards.
well, if you guys, here's what I'll say. I will, if you guys want to investigate the 3 different locations I told you about, I will offer you guys.
Which you were
Let's
talking so fast, Lili. You said a residential area?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's residential area, the docks, and the bar district. So if you guys want to go
that's-
investigate these areas, I will work on this potion. I may be able to come up with a way to cure this lycanthropy situation, which is what it sounds like your friend wants. I will also offer up to you our means of travel here within the city, which
What is that?
we have some enchanted archways that will essentially teleport you to like a lantern somewhere within one of the districts.
A portal?
I guess, yeah, kind of.
Do we have like a password, or is there like
Never
a
traveled through a
key?
portal before.
Yeah, I'm interested.
No, so what you will need, and you see that she pulls out more of the medallions of with the hammer and the sickle, or not hammer and sickle. You guys are now communists.
Communism!
With the
Did
hammer
it.
and the beaker. You see that she pulls out more of those, and she goes, "Do you guys have any of these? These will activate it. Essentially, if you have one of these and you go close enough to one of the gateways, the lantern there will turn green."
Well, we have one. Do we each need one?
Yeah, you would each need one to kind of go through. So if you have one, I can give the rest of you each one.
I believe Mugen has one.
Wait, does our mount and cart need one as well?
Your mountain cart to teleport.
We have a big mastiff upstairs
I could
by the mausoleum.
give.
Could you fashion one into like a dog collar?
Sure.
Like a little,
Thanks.
All right.
little award.
Yeah. No. That's.
Little pig.
Yeah, I can. And she fashions one into like she gets a ribbon and makes like a little dog collar with this hanging thing. I don't know how Mary Kai's guild's gonna feel about that, since you're wearing another guild's.
He is an employee of the Mary Kai Guild.
You can take it off.
No one will see him, although
Alright.
I know she's always watching. Please
Yeah.
forgive us.
But yeah, essentially,
Do I need to do that too?
you see that.
I say a prayer every night at my bedroll, and she's fine with it.
Yeah.
So how do I get out of this?
Outside business activity. I get it.
Yeah.
No
So
one's ever asked that before, Mugen.
she explains that there is, if you go back to the center of town where the fountain is, down one of the side streets, there is an archway that has some runes over it, and there is a single street lamp that you can go up to, and if you essentially just kind of touch it, it will transport you to whatever district you're thinking about.
This is very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. If you guys want to go look into this situation, to give me some time, I can probably fashion a better version of this potion and get it back to you.
Well, and how far are the elven ruins from here? Because I think the werewolves might be hiding out there.
Yeah, so if you...
And if we're able to mass produce the potion, we could maybe dump buckets of it on the werewolves and cause them to go back to their human forms. And
Well, they are...
are you guys seeing what I'm putting down
It's an
here?
ambush.
Well, so...
Yeah.
From my understanding, werewolves are pretty nimble. I don't know if an entire bucket would be the solution, but I might be able to come up with an alternative idea for you. But you're going to have to give me some time. It's going to take a minute for me to synthesize this and figure out what exactly is in it and to come up with a better way to improve it, and then to come up with some sort of way to distribute it. That'll, I should be able to do that by the time you guys are back, but can you guys look into this? Is there anything that you need before you do so?
Yeah. I think I remember in a Nancy Shrew story, maybe like the furry mailman, that werewolves might be weak to silver. Is there a smith that you know of or would recommend that might be able to silver maybe a dagger or something for me? Perhaps silver an axe or...
Yeah, they're weak
Silver
to
spoons.
silver, or generally just magic.
Does holy water work on them, or is that vampires?
Oh.
No,
don't
I've
remember.
never
It might
encountered
be
a vampire.
It might depend on who it's blessed by.
Interesting.
Okay.
Whatever god is blessing it, I guess, would determine if it...
How about
Does that.
a silver eyeshadow?
I don't
Cute.
know if
You
that would
can
do anything
give them a
besides make it
steel look.
pretty.
Increase your intimidation.
Yeah.
Increase intimidation by.
So
But-
if I
Give him the
offer
silver
to
stare.
give the werewolf a makeover and put silver eyeshadow on them,
It might rip you to shreds. I don't know. Rikka seemed like she was pretty reasonable, from what you guys have explained. But the ones that are ripping people in half in town don't seem to be so reasonable.
And
I
we
don't know
should
if offering them a makeover
probably-
would work.
we should probably head to town to prevent further werewolf attacks.
Yes, it's getting dark out now, so that's generally when they're kind of around. You may encounter some, so if there's anything that you need, there are smiths, Mugen, in the town square. Enchanters, potion makers, alchemists, things like that. If there's something that you think that you may need, just let them know that you are members of our society, and we will offer you a fair rate.
I'm a member.
Well, yeah, that's what the medallion means.
Hell yeah. But we do need weapons. We should get silver weapons. You need a dagger. You need anything to
I
stab.
think I could silver my dagger.
You could still. Okay, that works.
I wonder if the
lay silver
smith
and
could-
lay it to the blade.
Good.
Could make like
Good.
silver claw caps.
That I like. We need to
that's a
get
nice
you.
touch.
I will say, Beadle needs a weapon, and if claw caps, like if you want some gorgeous silver nailed,
Yeah, nice
Claw caps.
silver claw, man. I mean, I do have like a sickle for cutting herbs, but I do think if I could, use my claws to get in close.
Astrid, can you sharpen the edge of this silver coin for me?
I sure can.
Thank you.
Yes.
So
So
I can get it a really bad cut.
if you could,
Oh God, you're gonna stand behind me. And hold
if you
it
could lead me
That's
to my
why I
work,
hired
I
you.
will.
straight.
If you guys could lead me to my work, I will continue working on this throughout the night, and I will see you when you're back. I think that we need to get a handle on this werewolf situation. We've lost a lot of good civilians, people that I know.
Let's go werewolf hunting.
You can count on us, Lili, and I thank you for letting me become a member of this society.
Yes, I mean you are helping us.
Mugen bites on the metal to see if it's real gold.
It is.
It's a little chewy, right?
Yes.
Ibble, let's go hunt some werewolves.
Yeah. So
Bzz, bzz.
Thank you, Ibble. I didn't know you were here.
we yeah. So you guys head out the door and,
Give
and back
Lili
down the
a
hallway.
very cross look before we leave.
Okay.
Wait,
She's
why?
not paying attention
Why
to
did
you
she?
at all.
Did she deserve it?
Yeah, she destroyed library books.
It's true. Yeah, that's fair.
She's extremely
Yeah.
absorbed in this potion and is literally not paying attention at all.
I like death stare all the way out to the doors closed.
She does not turn around.
Mogan, we need
Her
to...
eyes are just peeking through.
You see, as the door starts to close, without turning, she just like kind of waves.
I'm upset.
She's not concerned about the library books. Yeah, you guys make your way back through the hallways, down and to the fountain. And if you look around, there are smiths, there's potion shops, there's enchanting shops. Yes.
Yeah, what were the 3 areas of town? I apologize, I did miss that.
So it
one
was-
was down by the bars.
The bars.
The bar
residential
district,
area.
the
Bar district.
residential area, and the docks.
Bars.
Thank you.
Docks. Residential. Oh my
Yep.
God. Which,
I'm letting you guys know, like, I'm very willing to go to the bar district right now. We can.
I could
fix
use a
some-
shot.
You mean
Yeah.
you have a few brews before we go on our adventure?
Have a few brews before, and also maybe the werewolves will come to us.
And not
We
that
just-
I'm afraid or anything, but I think an ale would calm my little badger nerves before we hunt something that's potentially 4 times my size. I don't. How big is a werewolf?
They're big.
Average human size.
Bigger than it.
They're like a little bit bigger than a human. They're muscly.
Bigger than us.
But we need to
Yeah.
get you a weapon.
Maybe the size
Us,
of
not
Espen.
you,
Yes.
maybe.
I'm
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean there are
sharpen that
shops
coin
here that
Working on
have
it.
there are shops here that have magical weapons, enchantments, potions. I mean, you guys are kind of in like a artificer's like world. Anything an artificer can do, you could probably find a shop for it.
Yeah, if we can find a shop real quick to maybe through magical means silver the dagger, I think that'd be fine by me.
Yeah. Walking around, you do find a shop, and you see a dwarven guy who's just like, "Eh, what do you need?
This dagger, silvered.
Do you want me to transmute it into silver, or do you just want like silver coating, or?"
Ooh, that.
Ask him to transmute it.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh, okay, all right. That's gonna be 500 gold.
Jesus, I lied.
I mean,
What is coating it?
Yeah,
Tell
can
me
you
how
can
much
you
it is
dip
to
it
coat
in silver instead?
I mean, I can like coat it in silver for like 100.
I feel strong in my magics. Maybe we should do it anyways.
No, I'm just,
Do you have a silver dagger?
I think you should do it anyway, just in case.
this is
Well,
where else are you gonna find people to do this for you?
I'm just stingy, is all.
We could check out the other shops, Mugen.
Do you have magic that can create silver to hurt a werewolf? if
No,
you're
I don't.
cornered?
Or
Does it-
potentially you're a member?
Is this member prices?
Oh, wait, oh, you have? Okay, I thought you were just somebody who got the password, came down. There's some people, if you remember, yeah, it's to coat it in silver, it's like 15 gold.
Oh.
Done deal.
All
Wait,
right.
but how much is
Hand
it to
over my
transmute
dagger.
it?
To transmute it at
At discount.
like 75. It's still kind of expensive.
It's still kind of expensive.
Cheaper than 500.
Hey, I mean,
That's a
it's
good
just-
discount.
That's
It is
a
a good
great
discount.
discount. Oh my god.
Well,
Coat
essentially,
my dagger, good sir.
you're part of the guild, so he's not the only person who can do this.
True. We
So
don't
he's just
have
kinda
to.
like, eh.
We don't
But
have to
if
take
he
his
thought that
business.
you were just some random local that found your way in here, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking gouge the
I'm
shit out
gonna
of this
gouge
guy.
you to 500 gold. This man knows how to run a business.
Right? Hey, look at this young.
I can
looking
literally
lady. Why don't I
turn-
scam her out of all of her money.
I can literally turn fucking iron into gold. So
It's a skill.
yeah.
True.
Customize name silvered dagger.
So, good. Silversmith, what are your thoughts on covering these claws in silver?
I mean, permanently.
Yes.
That might look fancy.
Do you want to look fancy forever, Beadle?
I mean,
Could look kind of fancy, I guess. Are you just looking for like a weapon, or you just want silver fancy claws?
I would prefer to utilize them as a weapon.
Is there a nail salon nearby?
Good question.
I don't know any
Don't
nail
know if-
salons that can turn your nails into silver. I
Or
can turn
perhaps
other
just-
metals into silver, but if you're looking for some sort of fist weapon,
Ooh, or like a silver knuckle.
like something you can real busted jaw with, right?
Yeah.
I think they're normally called brass knuckles, but it would be
Like
like
if I-
silver knuckles.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
sense.
I
get it.
find myself getting into a pub brawl now and again.
You do? All right.
Estwing likes
Judge
Beadle
me
a little more.
by my size, do you?
You're just kind of adorable.
Thanks. I appreciate the compliment.
I was about to press the digitate to fart on this guy.
Yeah,
Well,
I would say unless you've got little caps I could pop onto my claws, or a nice, knuckle. So I
Sure.
could pop someone in the jaw the next time I get into a pub brawl, but also look really good when I'm doing it.
I don't. I mean, I generally work in, transmuting different metals to different things, but I don't really smith them. If you want that, then there's a shop across the way, and just make sure you show your medallion, or else you're gonna get some high prices. But yeah, go ahead and head over there, and that guy can kind of get you outfitted with maybe some sort of claw weapons or something.
Perfect. I will. S-Wing, did you need anything from here transmuted, or?
I'm gonna wait. I would like some silver axes. Silver-headed or silver-plated axes.
Yeah, so you guys head across the cobblestone street over to the other shop that was mentioned by this metallurgist, and walk in, and you see an elven man who's just like, "Oh, hello. What can I get for you three?"
Hello, sir. I am interested in getting a device that you put on your fist, but made out of silver.
Made out of silver?
Yes.
Um,
Or at least coated in silver, because if I get into a pub brawl, I want to look good when I'm doing it.
I could I do have some fist weapons, though your hands are quite a bit different than many.
They are paws.
I could... Let me see what I can do. And you see that he goes in the back and he comes back out with... Essentially, they're like gauntlets, but they only cover the top. And they kind of go down over your fingers and go to a point. So that they're like almost like a claw that you would strap on with leather on the bottom.
Love.
And he's goes,
That's so
I
cool.
can probably tinker with this and get it to fit you. They're not silver, they're steel, but they could be. I could dip the pointy bits in silver, and we could say.
My only fear here is if I'm going to wear this apparatus, somebody's gonna mistake me for a mole and not a badger.
Well, so yeah, I mean
Is
these
that a real
are
problem?
these are weapons, but because they're made to be worn, and you see that he.
And that doesn't seem very discreet. Like,
Well, so I'm trying to explain to you. Because they are meant to be worn all the time, and they're not something that you could just wield and put away. It's kind of, this is my ingenious invention. You
intrigued.
can actually, and you see that he kind of slaps it on and straps it to his wrist, and then the claws are kind of overarching the ends of his fingers.
Awesome.
You see that he grabs kind of like a tab on the back of the wrist and pulls it, and the claws kind of recede so that it's like they almost look like fingerless gloves.
okay.
He's like, but I feel like I could
So
modify
it could
these.
maybe disguise under my sleeve.
So they would essentially kind of look like bracers unless you, and he pulls the tab back. It's like a leather tab, and then lets it go, and they snap back out.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that seems rather ferocious. Well, I am a member of the Chemical Hammer Society.
Ah, okay.
Beadle proudly presents his medallion that he's like pinned somehow to his doublet.
All right.
Precious.
What were would those little wristlets coated in silver cost me?
So if I were to, so these are steel with leather. If I dip the ends in silver, why silver? Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. If I dip them in silver, we would say 100 gold.
If I'm doing it for a cause to potentially, stop the werewolf crisis going on in Old Eastvale.
Do you know of any way, like, we could improve our weapons if we're going up against werewolves? Is coating them enough?
True.
Silvered weapons will, from my studies, they are generally pretty vulnerable to silver. Magic works well, but silver seems to have some sort of weird effect on them.
So even just coating would be enough.
As long as silver is contacting them, I think it would be fine.
Perfect.
Okay.
Mugen plays with her dagger.
Well, good sir, I would like to purchase those bracer things or whatever you
Claw
call
things.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100 gold, and we'll call it even. So you now
Here's
have...
100 gold pieces from my little purse pouch.
All right.
Jingle, jingle,
So you now
jingle,
have
jingle.
essentially these bracers that have these weird retractable claw, like razor sharp claw weapons that are dipped in silver. What does your normal claw attack do?
It does
Is it just
1d6 slashing. Attack bonus is +2.
So these, I will say, will do, because these are not organic and they're actually sharpened metal. We'll say it does a D8.
Fancy.
That's cool.
That's like a longsword right there.
Yeah, that's badass.
Although they, like, well,
How
yeah.
does it work if you're going? Or is
You-
one turn just one arm, and
You
then the
don't
next
have
turn
a
is the
multi-attack.
other arm?
Yeah, you don't have a multi-attack, and I don't think you have two.
Damn it,
weapon
one
fighting
arm at a
either.
time.
But I mean, it's definitely like cool looking, and
Yeah.
it's as a last resort. Like I don't think that you're gonna be up close fighting shit very often. Like, to be honest, I feel like if you tried to go melee toe to toe, you're gonna get bodied most of the time.
Hey, I infused my armor. I'm a
What's
thick
your
high-
AC?
14.
Yeah.
Don't Beadle.
Don't judge us. We're tough cookies.
You're a caster. You're not really. meant to go melee.
Well,
Aston-
I am
Aston, I
ready
think
to
we should
hunt some
go
werewolves.
Silver up some of your axes.
I am happy to do that. I would love to coat. Can I have
Back to that other guy.
how many can I coat like the axe heads where it's like not super expensive? Like, can I get 5 done? I'm asking kind
15
of you.
apiece?
15 apiece.
That's what it
Get
costs.
5
me.
dipped. What's
5 times
15?
15.
My little brain.
I'm a super intelligent
times
wizard who
15.
is not getting out a calculator.
Absolutely not.
It would cost you 75 gold.
75 gold.
Okay, sponsors. 75 gold. Is that enough? I have 10 to gold to my name, so is it worth it?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
worth it for
I-
you to be able to protect me.
What is 75 divided by 2, Mugen?
Oh, yeah, I'm also not pulling out a calculator for that either.
Well, I'll do 35. You do
I'll do 37, you do 38.
okay.
Okay. So yeah,
Coat
you're
those
able to get
axes.
5 throwing axes coated in silver.
Love it.
He's like dipped in silver.
It's like fondue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
He's
is coming out
got
of
a
your
got a
bag.
silver fondue fountain.
God damn it.
There's also like a gold one and like a steel one.
Are you working for free for me now?
Yes.
No!
Man, now I'm wondering if I should have just stuck my claws in there. Into the fondue
Coat 'em.
machine.
Just coat it real quick. Just dip them in.
Walk
And
around,
regret
put
that
nails
forever.
out for
Yeah,
a
and then
while.
let your nails dry.
Yeah, I need the little
Right.
separators.
Oh, that's it,
Yeah.
Little foam separators.
Yeah. So you guys have all got silvered weapons. From Estwing's explanation, you know that magic hurts them. Normal weapons seems to just kind of like they're pretty resistant to it, but like silvered weapons, for whatever reason, they it really hurts them for some reason. And luckily you have that knowledge. You know that you have essentially 2 more days until a full moon. And you have some knowledge on like they might be more powerful on the full moon. You're not really sure. And yeah, you have a way to teleport around the city. So what are you guys doing?
To the portal.
Let's go bar hopping.
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
to the bar district.
Yeah,
and
how do
hunt
we-
werewolves.
How do we get the portal to take us to the bar district?
If you remember the way that Lili was explaining to you, you just kind of think of the bar district, and when you touch the light post, it'll turn green and just send you there.
Wonderful.
Cool.
So many languages in the world yonder. I wonder if that impacts any of this.
Well, I'm gonna go to the portal and go pub, pub,
Pub.
pub.
If you're just thinking, you don't have to like think bar district. You just have to think of like place where people drink alcohol a bunch.
All right, I do that, but I think of it in Draconic.
That's fine. I think the magic would be able to translate.
But now say
Yes,
it.
that's
Yeah.
what I wanted.
So you guys go up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No.
You guys go up to the pole, touch it. The light gets really bright, and as you everything goes dark, and then as your vision kind of fades back in, you see you are standing on a cobblestone street. The sky above you is dark, and the lamppost that your hand is on is fading from a green light back into a normal firelight. And you guys are in the bar district.
Woohoo.
Hell yeah.
There are bars and taverns and inns and things like that kind of lining the street. You can hear bards singing and people cheering. There's kind of people walking around, talking. A couple of people are just like outright fucking brawling in the street. Some people are like yelling and just having a good old time. But
I never in my life thought I would travel through a portal to the pub.
yeah.
This is my first portal travel as well. I think it might have been a couple hundred years.
Ah,
I've never done this before. I'm nervous.
don't dabble in magic much, Estwing.
Nope, not my preference. I prefer, I don't know, physical things. Magic's not my forte.
Seems to be axes, right?
I like axes.
You have a lot of
They
axes.
work.
Oh,
They work.
Estwing and her axes. Which pub should we go to maybe grease the wheel before we find a werewolf? Thoughts?
Great question.
What are some names of taverns that we see?
Yeah, which one has the most interesting name?
Which one sounds the grungiest?
Yeah, looking down the street, you guys see names called like the Defeated Hatchet Inn, the Perfect Lock, the Brass Loaf, the
I
love that
The
one.
Old Garden Tavern, Keen Star Bar. The one that looks the most disheveled is one called the Snoring Pig, and there's like a couple people like just punching the shit out of each other there.
Outside the Snoring Pig.
Yeah, the like shutters are like hanging off on their hinges. It looks way more rowdy. You can hear inside like a bard like trying to like and he's like, no, stop hitting me, like just like people, he's just getting punched, but he's like trying to continue to sing, and like
a trooper.
just a bunch of yelling coming from there. Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna call out, if I were a resident of this town and if I wanted to get smashed, I would go to the Snoring Pig, and I would probably get so smashed that werewolves would eat me on my way home. So I'm thinking we should go there and just scope it out.
Yeah, or already be a bard beat to a pulp, and werewolves would catch you immediately.
That bard is top of their list right now. We know he's gonna need help.
I'm gonna guess next victim. So, Snoring Pig it is, right, Megan?
I'm surprised you would want to go into such a place wearing such fine clothing.
I
but
am.
Beadle feels confident with the claws.
I am all about taking a look at this.
I do have a set of traveler's clothes. I'm going to
You're gonna
change my
change.
clothes real quick.
I respect it.
I mean, I feel like you only wear a top.
Well, yeah, he just
Could
wears
switch out your-
wears just a little
Yeah.
doublet. It's just so he has like
So you could you're just Winnie the Poohing it all over the place. So you could totally do that, yeah.
it's not like he's hanging.
But it's not weird.
He's not hanging
Dog.
dog.
Yeah, Beadle's
I
a
feel
modest man.
I feel like your doublet's really nice, so you like should change it before we.
Yeah,
go in,
he
'cause
has like
you
a
will
very
get blood.
elaborate. It's like a yellow golden color,
Yeah.
like a nice mustard, and it's got like
You
got
have
Bees
the,
wings on the
you have
back.
the bee wings
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you chanted
yeah.
on there, yeah.
It's pretty.
yeah, but it's like embroidered, nice, fabric.
Sure,
So
yeah.
I'm definitely. He's gonna swap it out for just like. It's not like a Winnie the Pooh red T-shirt,
But if it is, we're not upset.
Yeah.
but maybe it's
it's more
more.
like a red
Maybe
blouse?
if it was, yeah, it's. Let's see.
Nice, fanciful blouse.
I mean, Beadle loves mustard yellow, so it's like a just a male tunic type.
Yeah.
thing. Just like linen cloth, sort of bare threaded.
You just shove the other one in like your bag or something.
Yep, and put it in my bank account, bag of many hands,
Oh, okay, yeah, you can totally do that.
because that is some fine clothing, as well as put my homunculus is gonna hide in my fur.
Okay. Yeah, so you can totally Beadle just kind of like, you guys are looking around at the different taverns, you see the one that's just like kind of gone to shit, and we're like, let's go there, and Beadle's like, all right, hold on, let me just strip real quick and then throw on these like shitty clothes.
I was trying to think of spells I could use to make a partition or something, but I don't have anything to
Don't
help
you
you
have
with this.
invisibility, or can you only cast it on self?
Yeah, I do now, don't I?
I mean, it's fine.
I
You're
know it was
wearing-
one of the many you learned.
You have a full fur coat.
I don't have that
and,
prepared right now.
It's also like all these people are most of these people are like really drunk.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably all like humans.
There's like humans,
Yeah.
drow,
Yeah.
like high elves.
It's not like I'm gonna run across
like
a
dwarves,
really
gnomes,
nice looking
half
other
orcs.
badger.
Yeah, you don't see any. There are some other like weird. There's like a bear dude and like a cow guy and like some like
Oh, a
deer ladies that are like running around.
Oh my
Awesome.
god. Beadle really
Um,
hopes that when he goes to the Snoring Pig, that a pig is the bartender.
Maybe.
Praying that it's the
Are
bartender.
we back in? Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. We've been back in for a moment.
Oh,
I'm thrilled.
It's okay.
have fun.
So yeah, if you guys want to head into the Snoring Pig, you push open the doors and you see a ton of people. Immediately the volume goes through the roof. People are just yelling. You see this bard is in the corner on a little tiny like triangular stage, and he's like playing, and people are like razzing him, and he's just kind of like yelling at them. He gets punched, and then he like hits them with a guitar, like a lute. And he's just kind
Did
of
people
like,
literally bring tomatoes to throw at him? What the heck?
You see. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
What a waste of food.
This bard is incredible.
No. 3.
Can I try?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of you can give me an insight check if you want.
I'd love to give you one.
Oh my god.
Plus-
Okay. Plus insight.
Middle column.
Plus 1.
Goodness.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Beadle is feeling
Plus 2.
extremely insightful
5.
with a 23.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
So
oh my
also
god.
no.
So hard no
Oh, but
on
also
us.
yes,
Yeah.
very
But
nice.
Beadle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strong yes.
But also, my poor badger ears.
Mugen and Estwing,
So
you guys
loud.
are like, what are they doing to this bard? He seems, they're like beating the shit out of him. But Beadle, you can tell that like this seems like part of the act.
Oh.
He seems like he's like pretending like, oh no, don't hit me, don't fight me. But then he's like fighting back, and he's kind of like, you see that a lot of the hits. This dude's like sober and he's playing really well, and like a lot of the times people are trying to hit him and he just kind of like sidesteps and they fall over, and he's like laughing while he's playing. He's like, this is part of the act. He's making a shit ton of money doing this.
Does
He's
it
just
look
fucking with them.
choreographed?
It's not choreographed.
so he's
it's
got,
just
like-
that like
We
he
can't
knows
tell.
people are gonna try to fuck with him, and he's just like he's fucking with them back, and they're all drunk, so he's just kind of like, huh, okay, bye.
So he's
Oh,
pretending.
don't hit me! As they like completely miss and faceplant on the stage, and he just keeps playing.
So are the people throwing vegetables like planted in the audience?
No,
He's just nimble AF.
He's okay.
people might be throwing like mugs at him and stuff, but he's like doesn't seem like he's bothered. He's like
Champ.
he's just kind of like sidestepping shit, fucking dodging and weaving, playing his music and not messing up at all. Like this dude like knows what the fuck he's doing. He probably does this every night and makes a lot of money.
Beadle's gonna, kind of whisper over to his companions. This bard knows what he's doing.
Oh, I
He's-
was feeling bad for him, but I'll stop.
Don't feel bad for it. This is obviously staged. Not that I've ever been in a situation like this.
You're just a smart badger.
Going door to door with Mary Kai products sometimes can be very difficult.
You learn a lot about people.
But yeah, you do see a ton of people kind of at the stage, like messing with him. He's doing that. There's a bunch of people like playing cards and drinking ale. People like yelling. Some people are like getting into fights, pushing each other and stuff like that. And you see behind the bar there is a large pig with a bunch of earrings that are like kind of pulling his ears down. He's got like a doublet, but it's like very haggard looking with like a t-shirt underneath, no pants on. He's just fucking Winnie the Poohing it out there.
Pig after my own heart.
And he's got one eye patch, and he looks like he's smiling while he's talking to some guy. It looks like maybe he's missing some teeth. But he's just kind of
walks
serving people
right up.
drinks and yeah.
Walks
Yeah.
right up, but also right before she's like, "Get my bag, that's right." And warms up, and she's like, "I'll have a glass of whiskey."
Oh, this tiny lady wants a glass of whiskey. All right. What would you have, Missy? Like what kind? You just want like you want the good whiskey, or you want the? I mean, we don't really have any good whiskey.
Garbage whiskey.
So no Wood River Reserve.
All
Nice.
right. Well, give me one moment. And you see he comes back up and he's like, here you go. And then that'll be 3 silver.
Thank you, my good sir, and slides him 3 silver.
What see you got this tall lady and this little furry guy with you. What are you guys doing? I haven't seen you around here. This is kind of there's most of these people coming here every day.
Yeah, well, we're adventurers,
No adventures. Okay. I mean, so is like you and half this lot, but the only adventure they go on is the
bottom
the
of
walk
a
of
bottle.
shame.
Bottom of a bottle. Good sir. I will just have an ale, please. Beadle's like
Right.
disheveled his fur to try to.
Here you go.
Try to
Slap
fit
one
in.
down.
Yeah.
You need some help up on the bar.
I like your admire your outfit.
Thanks.
What's your name?
My name's Piggums.
I was hoping for Hoggart, but
Well,
Piggums Hogger could be.
Hoggart
I
was
could
my
have
father.
sworn you look like a Hoggart.
Hoggart was my father. You can just call me Piggums.
Okay, maybe that was the last time I was in Old Eastvale. Maybe your father worked here.
Yeah, he's getting a bit old.
Fantastic. Have you heard anything about these maulings happening around?
Oh yeah, the killings. One of my Barrex, he was eviscerated.
Goodness.
Yeah, just
That is funny.
not really sure if it was could have been he was picking a fight with the wrong guy. Could have been.
Was he that kind of barback?
Yeah, I mean everyone here's that kind of that person.
Lose any regulars from this?
Some of them, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen Jeffrey in a while. I haven't seen Torball. He hasn't been in here in a moment.
Jeffrey and Torball.
Torball?
Torball. What's
Not
nothing wrong with the Torball? It's a good name.
Not a Torball.
Poor Torball.
It sounds like...
Alas, I knew him not at all.
But it certainly doesn't seem like it's bad for business.
People come here to have a good time. I feel like I give them that, so I don't really care.
I think you might have a deviated septum.
I don't know. He's got it pierced.
Are you talking about my nose?
Talking about your inhale, the snort. It sounds like it might be. Could go to a healer and maybe. Do you snore a lot?
I snore like when I'm awake.
Yeah, that's might be something worth going.
It's hereditary. It's fine.
How old Hoggart had the same problem, huh?
Yeah, we're actually pretty proud of it in our family. But if you want to check it out, like if you go back around the behind the building, there's like an alleyway up against a wall. That's where my barback kind of met his end.
You mind if I take my ale outside, do ya?
No, give a shit.
Thanks, Piggums. Estwing, you want an ale?
Oh, yes. I would like an ale.
Yeah, it's called
There you go.
customary.
I would appreciate an ale.
Yep, here you go.
You can slap sound. Ales are like, I don't know, 5 copper.
Slap the copper down. And it's an additional copper tip for Piggums.
I was gonna say, do tips
Thanks.
exist in this world?
I don't know.
Maybe not. We
you
like
want.
Piggums.
I mean,
Have you
maybe an additional 5 copper for the information Piggums. So 10 copper.
Sure.
anything else you might have heard about these, being the proprietor of such an institution?
In the killings,
She twirls a gold coin between her fingers.
okay. Well, I mean, once you put it that way, it's you know, they clearly are not. It's
Great.
I mean, if it was a person doing this, it sure don't look like it. These people were like ripped apart and like eaten, like parts of their bodies were missing.
Ooh.
It was weird. Hey, I mean, you know.
Sounds like our villain's MO.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would say go check out the crime scene back behind here. You might find something. Hey, I mean, hell, you might be traces of whatever it was. People saying werewolves, people saying some sort of weird monster. I don't know.
Keep an eye on your patrons, Piggums.
Yeah, I mean,
Jeffrey and Torball, did they, when they have left here and made their way towards the residential district, probably?
oh yeah, I mean, we generally close at like about 4 in the morning ish.
That's a great time to stay open too for alcoholics.
Yeah, so like, you know, they probably would have left here and
Right before
walked home blind drunk.
Right.
That's how I like them.
Well, with a name like Jeffrey.
What a weird name. It's so strange. I mean,
Torball,
Torball, you know, like it's a Torball, like everywhere you go. But
Yeah.
She was one of them human folks. They got some weird names.
I mean, I think well, no, I don't know any of my relatives, but maybe there was one named Torball, but Jeffrey, no way.
yeah, no, not at all.
Too exotic.
Well, I appreciate the information, and I flip him the coin.
All right. He takes it.
Catches
My
in
name's
his little
My name's
hoof.
Mugen
Yeah.
Genkai, greatest detective.
Nice to meet you. Please come back again.
to, you know,
Well, hold
see
on.
Pig.
Never,
good old
never
Piggums.
miss an opportunity
I
to
gotta
come to the
ask.
Snoring Pig.
Where did you find your bard?
Oh, him? I don't know. He just kind of like showed up one day, started playing music. I mean, sometimes bards would come in, start playing music, trying to make some money. I didn't really care. I mean, people like music, and they, you know, they usually don't last very long.
But he seems
This
like
guy-
he does pretty well.
This guy, he's a little bit different. He's built a little bit differently. He like antagonizes some of the patrons, and it makes them want to stay and drink more. And I'm all about that. And they try to like throw stuff at him and hit him and stuff, and he just like doesn't miss a beat. Just steps out of the way. He's kind of the real deal. He's pretty hilarious actually.
When's his set done, or is he on all night?
Good thought.
He usually plays like till the end of the night. Like I think ends up making a lot of money. He brings in a lot of money for us. Like people kind of like, even if you're not coming here to get super drunk, just like watching the show of other drunk idiots just trying to fucking hit this guy and getting embarrassed. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I thought about throwing something at him earlier. So, yeah, all right, great. I think maybe we should try and talk to him too. I mean, if he's around, he might have some information as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I mean, I don't know. He's
What?
in the middle of the set, but
What's the bar's name? I mean, he's got to take breaks.
I mean, if you want to try and talk to him out back or something, I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
What is the bard?
Like, how do you
The bard?
How do you obtain cigarettes to offer to?
How do you get cigarettes
someone?
here?
You just hold
Right,
up the
like-
pack like, hey.
The bard
Or cast suggestion.
the bard
I'm
seems
gonna cast
like
my
a
highest level magic just to talk to this dude.
Talk to him while he's working.
I mean, is he
Yeah.
a hottie? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
the bard is a half orc.
Beadle's in the right mindset.
He's got some like nice like pantaloons on. He's got like a very deep V like blouse.
Beadle.
Excellent.
It's like very loose, and he's just kind of like rocking out on this lute. He's got some like curly black hair that's like falls down to his shoulders. Go ahead and roll a d10 to see how hot he is.
Like, maybe Beadle found his type.
This is why I play this game.
To see how hot
3.
people are.
Yep. No, I don't like him.
4.
Which one do I roll? Are we all
A
rolling for
d10.
this?
If you want to see how
Do you
hot
wanna-
you think
do-
he is.
Do you want to investigate how attractive you feel like the bard is?
Well, now I have to. Now I have to.
Yeah.
These are d10s.
These are
If
D10s.
he's
Okay.
a 10.
It's a
Oh.
1
He's
to
a
10.
10? Oh,
1
God.
to 10 scale.
He has a deep V on.
Oh, I have a 6. He's a 6.
Yeah, I mean he's
He's okay.
like he's pretty attractive. You can
Yeah.
tell that he's probably gotten hit in the face a couple times. Maybe his
Okay.
nose is a little like he's getting beaten up, but he's like rough and tumble, like rugged. So if you find that attractive, then maybe.
Not my type.
Yeah, but
She finds his busted face kind of attractive.
he is like very good at singing. He's making a lot of really good jokes and like embarrassing people. So there's like a bit of charisma there though. So
I rolled a 3.
yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, just on looks,
Maybe
looks
it's his
alone, maybe not.
charisma that I'm
elven men are
attracted to.
typically skinny.
Yeah.
You know, slim
But,
guys.
Not like this.
But yeah, essentially, Piggums tells you that if you guys go around back of the bar, there's kind of like a wall back there and like an alley. That's where his barback was killed.
Well, let's go investigate that, and maybe after his set is over, if we haven't found anything, we can ask him.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chug some of this liter of ale.
Okay.
Mugen brings
Do
her
it.
whiskey with her. She's sipping it.
He said we
You
could take
chug
it out
it?
back.
Hey,
I'm not gonna chug the whole
He had
thing.
wood for he had Wood River
Wood River Reserve.
Yeah.
Reserve. So
Yeah. Gonna sip it. You're gonna enjoy
enjoy
it.
that.
So
yeah.
he
Yeah.
says, "Can you believe a pig?"
You guys take your drinks.
Insight check on my liquor.
Yeah.
if you
Perception?
sip it,
Perception?
Perception?
Taste, like smell, look, see, taste.
If you want to.
Roll for mouthfeel.
Is my How is my liquor? I rolled a 19
That's amazing.
plus 3.
It's definitely what you asked for.
That's amazing, and
It's
I
a
love
damn
this
good
place.
liquor at this garbage bar.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like he's kind of hit on he knows what he's doing. He knows how to get people in.
I love it.
And he's not. He's
Wait, the bard or Piggums?
the Piggums.
Piggums.
Okay. He knows that that there's people are gonna get blind drunk and be fucking ridiculous at his bar, but he knows that it's gonna make him a lot of money, and he knows that it's not going to if he doesn't sell the right shit.
Yeah.
You always keep a bottle of the good stuff, right?
Yeah. He's a businessman.
He seems like he
Business pig.
sells.
Some
He
business
seems like he's pretty straightforward with what he's selling. He's selling the legit shit. It's just that he doesn't really care on what else goes on in his bar. You can fight. You can. I mean, his fucking barback got fucking murdered. And it's just whatever.
I'll give it shit.
All right.
I'll find another
Shit
one tomorrow.
happens.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Okay.
death is not unusual at this bar.
Yeah. I think you might. Is that narcissistic behavior where you just don't care what happens to other people?
It could be.
I think it might be.
It could be. This pig has seen a lot. Piggums, sorry. Piggums has seen a lot.
That's all right.
Is he like a pig humanoid or just like a pig that's like Beadle? Like just a...
He's kind of like Beadle, where he's just
Just a pig, but doing
he's
his thing.
but he's standing up.
Okay.
He's a hog, but he's serving you beer.
Those
Yeah.
Love
hooves. Those hooves have to be hard to bartend with. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Well,
This
so
is a
my
skill.
Can you
thought.
imagine?
My thought is that the magic that awakened the animals that are around made them essentially bipedal, and also kind of gave them human-ish characteristics in which they are able to operate things, hold a beer mug.
I was just thinking of skillful.
I
Like, he
actually
had it
love
down,
the
you know?
idea of he doesn't even do complex drinks. You just get what you get with the
Yeah.
hooves.
He just
Like,
Like
picks
the-
up
Yeah,
a drink
just-
with
he
his
just-
hooves.
This is what
The
you get.
handle
Yeah.
of every
Here's your
mug is
drink.
large enough for a hoof.
I just
to fit
hoof
through.
maybe
fit.
the magic made
Yeah.
made him be able to spread his hooves apart so he can
That
grab
makes
things
sense.
and put it down.
He's,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's to get really strong hand strength.
So can we just walk through the bar, out back? Is it just a normal entryway that we go, or do we have to go through the kitchen or something? Or?
No, so there would be if you guys go out of the bar the way you came in, then you can just essentially kind of walk around. Yeah. You guys then take your drinks, head out of the bar the way you came in, and turn the corner, go around, start walking down the alley towards this back wall. It's dark out. You could hear a group, a bunch of people behind you, yelling and having a good time. Some people fighting, stuff like that. It's loud, so it's kind of hard to hear. But as you guys get closer towards the back of the bar, towards this wall, you hear. And as you turn the corner, you see
Someone's choking.
Someone
Quick.
throwing up on the toilet?
Who knows how to do the Heimlich?
You see, as you turn the corner, you see some sort of hulking beast just tearing the throat out of somebody on the ground.
Oh my god!
Beadle shrieks.
Okay, everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. What you doing?
14.
Ooh. 14.
Nice.
Yes.
Plus
Okay.
5.
18 plus 5 is math. 23?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 23.
6.
Beadle's coming in strong.
As you guys turn the corner, you see this hulking beast that is ripping the throat and eating some person that's laying on the ground. There's so much noise going around from the bars and bards and people fighting and stuff that no one seems to notice back behind this building. You guys are kind of in an alleyway. It's probably about 20 feet wide, but you've kind of you've come here. Beadle shrieks, and the thing stops and turns and looks back at you. And Estwing, you are first up. What are you doing? This
Oh my
thing
God.
is clearly eating somebody.
Literally is eating someone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go right for aggression.
get 'em.
And I'm gonna throw a silver axe at this mofo.
Go.
And
Go for it.
I roll one of
Mhm.
these.
These
I'm gonna
one.
do this one. Oh, shit.
Is it a werewolf?
I think one of those brave.
Is it a werewolf? It's a smart question because I'm
It's
about
very
to kill
clearly a werewolf.
So does
Okay.
this
You
one
just said
seems to do
hulking
pretty
creature,
good,
and I was like, no, I've seen a
I'm gonna trust you.
minotaur.
'Cause, like,
Oh
These
yeah, no,
both
it's
do.
very
I
clearly a
can't,
werewolf.
I usually don't strike. So I have a 9 plus 4, which is 13.
That hits.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll damage.
So 6 damage.
It's a silver
not,
axe.
Not my best. And it's a silvered axe.
Yeah, so they're
like,
vulnerable.
yeah.
So that does, I believe, double damage.
Double. How does that
Double
happen?
damage.
So it's 12 damage.
Yeah.
Numbers just skyrocketed.
Love it. Love it. I'm so glad we did that, guys.
Good thing we dipped it in the
Yeah.
fondue.
We dipped it in that gorgeous silver fondue. No regrets. Yeah. I'm so glad you guys all have silver ones. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you immediately, like, you guys turn the corner, you see this thing turns, growling at you. It's clearly a werewolf, just looming over this person, blood and like viscera just hanging from its mouth.
Awesome.
S-Wing just immediately launches an axe, digs into its shoulder, and you see this as it just like freaks out and seems to have hurt it a lot.
Yes.
And Mugen, you are up.
Ooh, okay. I want to. How far away is it?
It is probably about 20 feet from you.
Oh, we're pretty close. It's
Mhm.
around this corner. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna stay right where I am, and I'm going to try. I'm gonna try a new spell that I figured out on the ride here, Aunt Tasha's Mind Whip,
All right.
which is a. It has to make an intelligence save of 14
He's not a smart
And
werewolf.
GG on that one.
as she psychically lashes out.
All right.
Is that different than the laughing one?
Yes.
Ooh, how much?
14.
It rolled a 16 on the die.
Dang. All
Yeah.
Well, on a failed save, it would take this damage. Can't take damage. A successful save, it takes half damage.
Okay.
So 3d6,
Oh, goodness.
which isn't too much. 4, 6, 8.
8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see that it definitely hurt it, but it's almost as if this thing like isn't thinking.
Oh, feral.
It's just reacting. And so it doesn't seem to really like mess with it that much. It is its turn, and it is going to
My mind whip
immediately.
can't lash around it.
Mm-hmm.
It's immediately going to dive at S-Wing for hitting it with the
Yeah.
with the silvered axe that really fucking hurt it. And it is going to
Uh-oh.
multi-attack. It just dives at you and just both claws like coming at you. Let's see. Why can't I use that to roll?
We didn't buy, like, any potions. You have, like, 2.
I have some healing potions. You're good. I also have healing spells. So
Okay. We're gonna be fine.
yes,
I'll probably be
I think I have a couple. I've got healing word and cure wounds.
Alright. That sounds like things I'm gonna need.
Yeah,
Thank you.
healing word. You
Mhm.
just
Oh, okay, I see.
gotta
You
listen
don't
to
know.
me
Your
talk
armor
about
class
Mary
is
Kai, and
higher
then
than
you're
mine,
healed.
right?
So
Oh, okay.
What are you?
Well, I got a lot.
14
17? Holy shit.
and a 15. Does a 14 or a 15 hit you?
We just looked at this number.
So
The 14 does not.
it does not hit me based on that number.
The 15.
The 15
meets.
does hit you.
The 15 does hit.
The 15
Okay,
meets
yeah.
her AC.
So it jumps at you
Oh.
like
It's got 2 arms.
and just like grabs you with one claw and just digs one into your rib cage with the other one.
Damn it.
And does, let's see.
He's going against that number.
Okay.
If he meets it
5
or
damage.
beats it.
Meets it or beats it.
You-
Yeah.
You take 5 damage.
I
So.
take
take-
5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Okay.
5 damn.
I'm not happy, but.
Ow!
And it is
Yeah, ow.
it is
Yeah.
literally like now it is like right there.
It's
in front
right
of you guys.
in my
Yeah.
business.
Ah.
All right. Use them claws.
How big are his claws compared to mine?
A lot bigger.
Oh no.
If you guys were all kind of walking next to each other, it would be within like 5 feet of all of you.
You guys should get away.
Is it Beadle's turn?
It is Beadle's turn.
So Beadle's in shock. He drops his liter of ale, screaming.
Yeah.
All this commotion. He's gonna reach into his pouch and grab this experimental elixir that he made on the boat, and just chug it. And I believe the elixir was he called it a Red Bull, but
Yeah.
Because it gives him wings.
because it
Please
gives
sponsor.
that boy wings.
Please sponsor us.
Just figured I'd pick up the slack.
So Beadle gains a flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And for my movement, I'm gonna fly into the air.
All right. So yeah,
I'm
Beadle.
gonna fly 10. Well, if I can go 10 feet, I'm gonna fly 10 feet in the air.
All right. Yeah. So Beadle drops his stein of ale, splattering all over the ground. Immediately pulls out a potion, chugs it, and then just is up in the air, just kind of floating. Maybe still screaming. I don't know.
You hear fate screaming above you.
I don't know if are you doing anything else? Do you have a bonus action that you want to
Well,
do? Or?
Ibble follows me.
Yeah.
So Ibble's gonna fly out of Beadle's shirt.
Good.
She was hiding in there because bars are such a scary place.
Aw.
And she is not afraid. So she is going to force
I'm
strike
not afraid.
the
To make a stand.
Make a stand.
Everybody,
Everybody.
That
come take my hand.
that
Sorry.
is not
Just take your
Ibble's
hand.
theme
That's
song.
what that's Ibble's theme song from now on.
Ibble's
It's
theme
coming
song
out
is
every
perfect.
time she comes out. It's gonna start playing.
No, why couldn't she have like Survivor or
I'm a
something?
Hey, I don't know, because
You
you,
know-
were the one that said not afraid.
Maybe it's a mood. Maybe it's mood based.
Yeah.
So
She
Ibble's gonna force
she
strike.
has moods. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and
It
roll
has
attack.
it has a range of 30 feet, so like whatever. This is a 6 plus 5, so 11.
Oh.
An 11, unfortunately, does just miss. You see
Oh.
that Ibble
Oh, yeah,
Ibble
why
glows and starts
Shit.
like batting her wings super fast, and the glow like gets bigger, and then like a shot of force blows off of her, but it like the thing just kind of jumps out of the way, just barely. It like almost just grazes them. It's like
She-
growling, and Estwing, it is your turn. This thing has jumped and
Frick.
grabbed you and stuck a claw on you, and it's kind of dodging around.
So he's still like super close to me.
Mhm.
Okay. So I can.
Easily within melee range.
Okay.
Hit him with
I have
an
armed
axe.
strike. I have tavern brawler strike. But I should do an axe. I should do a silver axe because that's smart. I'm gonna hit him, but not throw the silver axe
Yeah.
because I would like to keep that. Okay. So 19.
Oh, that totally hits.
Yeah.
Got
Okay,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. Do I have to roll twice for both hands?
If you're attacking with both hands, yeah.
So the right hand hits him for sure
Mhm.
with 4 plus.
D6. Yep. Any of those. Yeah. Use
Skull
the
one.
skulls.
Yeah, this one's good.
D6
Yeah.
plus 5 is 11
Okay.
damage.
Or D6 plus 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
D6
5 do 7.
plus 2 is 7, but it's silver, so
And this is a werewolf.
14.
14.
Double.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see. That's just my right hand. That's just
Yeah.
my right hand.
It's just your right hand.
Yeah,
Oh my
your-
God.
your
What
left
about
hand's
your
thing up.
left?
What about
So
my
throw
left
this
hand?
left hand. Yeah.
So now I'm gonna throw my left hand, or I'm gonna swing it, not throw it,
Mhm.
but I'm swinging.
Swing.
I have 10
Ooh.
plus
4.
10 plus.
That hits.
14.
Okay.
So then this one again, but no bonus. So just
But no bonus.
Just whatever's on the
Plus
die.
2. Oh shit. So 2.
But it's
Two.
silver.
But 4 because
4.
it's silver.
Mhm.
So 4. So I hit him with 18.
Yeah, you
total.
see
Slap.
you see
slap,
Estwing
slap.
like after
Friggin'.
getting gouged by
Yeah.
this thing is just like pissed and just bam, bam, 2 axes like straight into this thing, and it's just rah, screaming as the metal on the axis seems to be like sizzling as they're cutting into it.
Ooh, I bet it smells terrible.
It's just thrashing around.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, damn.
10.
Oh shit, I know it was a 6. But I add
5.
It's also
10. 10?
Two
Is
10s
10
and a
enough?
5.
Yeah. Shit.
All right, so Mugen and Estwing, you notice that
Okay.
its eyes are like just white, whereas when
Oh.
Rikka was changing, her eyes didn't change like that. They were still the like weird yellow color that they were, which is unusual for a human. But this is like it doesn't have. It's like their eyes are rolled back in its head, and there's nothing. It's all. You also notice that it's just kind of acting like very erratic.
That totally
But it's
changes.
totally trying to fucking murder you.
He started it. Well,
Yeah. Mugen, it is your turn.
Oh, I was gonna do something entirely different before you said that. You know what? I'm still gonna try it anyways because S-Wing is kicking so much ass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got my bodyguard here, so I'm totally safe.
Mugen, you
can be
picked a
reckless.
really good bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we hired her.
I'm so happy.
Mugen casts Disguise Self
Mm.
and appears to grow 1 foot taller and
Nice.
turn into a werewolf.
Oh my god. Cool.
Okay.
Beetle screams.
From
the air.
Poor Beadle. Having such a day.
Let's see here. It doesn't seem to notice right now.
Okay, then that's my action. But then she says in a gravelly Mugen voice, I can picture this. Brethren, we must stop attacking people. Halt. Okay, that's my play.
Okay.
Are you trying to intimidate?
I am trying to coerce it to stop attacking.
Go ahead and make
So
a
charisma?
persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah, -1.
So
Where did my
persuasive.
where did I go? There it is. All right. 5.
You're so convincing.
You see, it is the werewolf's turn. You see that it as you say this, it's looking at you. It looks over at Mugen, and it's just kind of like,
Our god Volk has commanded me to shed blood. Ugh.
and just like goes and like, I'm gonna say it's gonna try to jump up and grab Beadle. Although Beadle is 10 feet in the air.
Beetle run.
Only 10?
Beetle
You
fly.
only you can. How far can you move? You only move 10.
I think he can only fly. His flying speed
The
is
trigger.
only 10.
Gain the
Oh,
flying
okay.
speed
All right.
of 10 feet for 10 minutes.
All right.
Oh god, no.
So I can fly for...
No,
you do
attack
another
me!
10?
Attack me! I'm the weird werewolf. Dang it!
Yeah,
I
we're
was gonna-
werewolf.
But you're now
I'm-
brethren!
I know
Yeah.
you've effectively like
How tall is a werewolf? You
And
said
he was
they're only
talking to
tall as
you.
a human.
only tall as a human. Oh. Well,
Well, I
you're
grew
a
a
tiny
foot.
werewolf.
I
yeah.
grew a foot, so
So you're a 5 foot
The
werewolf.
little-
because I can
Small.
appear a foot taller. So I'm 5'8" now.
Mm,
I'm
Okay, so
regular average human height.
Okay.
3 plus his strength modifier when he's doing. He can only. I don't think he's gonna be able to jump to get you, but
Thank God, Beetle, you got that flying
Unless he-
potion.
Magnificent flying bastard.
Yes.
It's the first time
Yeah.
he's ever flown.
you see that he jumps up, but he only makes it maybe about like 7 or 8 feet and just like almost nips your toes and then falls down.
The werewolf notices a little pee.
It lands back on the ground as the pee just kind of like dribbles across its face, and it's just like
Amazing.
its claws outstretched to all of you. And it is going to be your turn, Beadle.
I mean, I'm sure badgers release like a musk when they're afraid.
Something.
I don't know.
Something was released.
It's just a little musk. It's a dribble of musk.
Okay.
I love it.
With in the air,
Mm.
Beetle's 10 feet in the air. He's going to use his new silver claws,
Okay.
retract them out, and well, I guess I can only use one at a time. Yeah.
Unless, do you have 2-weapon fighting? I don't know.
I think it is pretty much anybody as long it really is the weapon is light or finesse. So is that weapon light or finesse?
Yeah, I mean they'd essentially be bracers
Then
that have like blades.
then
on
it's a
them.
bonus action to use.
Yeah, so you could attack with both of them.
Okay.
5e is weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna float towards it and just go
I mean, because
or
I
attempt
have it.
to slash.
Mm.
Like, why do I have 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah.
I'm a wizard.
Well, that's
Just-
it.
If you had 2 daggers, you could use both of them at the same time.
I don't ever really attack with my body, so if it's +2 attack bonus, I add that to my 20.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just check. That's an unnatural 20.
Nice.
For
Hell yeah.
one arm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Claw number 1.
The left hits. And then
12?
12.
That hits. They
And
both
then
hit.
the right.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and you told me that that's a
It's a D8.
D8. which is the
We're
tray.
wrecking this wolf.
The
Hopefully, I won't
The-
speak
the
too soon because
Diamond, right?
Mhm.
And they're silvered.
Yeah.
So, well, it would be 8 damage. So that's doubled.
Yeah.
hot damn.
Do you have a plus to your claws though?
No, it's just 1d8 slashing. Slash.
You don't have a plus though.
Mm-mm.
Did you have a plus to your claws?
No, claws is just +2 attack bonus, and then 1d6 slashing.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a D8 instead of a D6.
Mhm.
probably
Yeah.
has,
So
like,
how
one
much
hit
damage
point.
did you?
That would have been 8 regular.
So 16.
So doubled. The
Yeah.
8 times
Yeah.
2.
Wrecked.
Beadle flies down. This thing would be standing like 6 feet tall, so you would have to fly down like 4 feet and just slash at you just like tear at the top of its head, and it just like screaming, flailing around, and
I'm screaming too.
you still have a little bit of movement. You have like you have 6 feet of movement because you had to fly 4 feet down to like come slash at it. So do you want to get
But-
away from it or?
But that gives an attack opportunity, right?
Yeah.
But it can only jump so high.
It would still be able to attack you as you're moving away.
Yeah, well, I flew 4 feet down, but I'm gonna go 6 feet back.
Okay,
Just
so
risk it.
it
We're
is
gonna
going
risk
to
it.
try to hit you with a claw. Does a 22 hit?
Hot damn.
I don't know, DM. Does
Fly
the 22
away!
hit everybody in the party, or
Yeah,
does it
right.
maybe
Beadle's
miss someone?
AC somehow is 30.
All right.
Incredible turn of events.
Even if I used shield with my mage armor right now, the 22 would still hit me.
Oh my god. Also, does Ibble have hit points?
She does, not a lot. I
Okay.
think she has 8 hit points.
Oh damn. Okay.
That's a lot more than a familiar.
You take
Ah.
9
Bender
points.
has 1.
Aww.
You take 9 points of slashing damage as you're flying away. It just like grabs into your thigh and
No.
lacerates down your leg.
Poor Beadle.
Not my thigh.
But you can see that from the attacks that Beadle did, there are these like huge gashes on top of its head that are sizzling and blood is just pouring out. And this thing seems pretty weary. It is Estwing's turn. This thing is in front of you, bleeding profusely, just kind of wildly swinging.
Okay, he's still in front of me. His eyes are messed up. He's having a bad day, and let's wreck him. Guys, I'm gonna go throw. I'm like gonna slash.
Nice.
17
Plus
plus
4.
4.
That hits.
I hit him. Okay.
Yeah.
I hit him good. And
Okay,
then
this is D6 on
I'm gonna
yours.
do that skull again.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
skull one's real good.
I'm like, this is great. Okay.
I have a die with a bunch of skulls.
It's just
instead
little
of
skulls
dots.
all over. It's awesome.
It's carved too. It's like
I like that
2
dice.
plus. Do I get a plus?
on this one you
I
get
do. I get plus
2.
2.
4.
So 4 plus double.
Double.
8. 8 for like my right hand swinging, and then
Be wild. Throw the die and the damage die at the
Well,
same
you
throw,
see-
time.
throw them both.
Oh, risk
Throw them
it.
both. You might hit it. You might not.
12 plus
12.
Oh, it's a strong
12
hit.
plus 4
Yeah.
is 16.
Yep.
So 5,
5,
and it's silver.
but doubled is 10. This thing has to die.
Yeah.
Like-
You see that Estwing sees as this thing just
Okay.
reaches up and grabs your leg and starts like just grabbing down and like just eviscerating the side of your leg, just tearing it open. Estwing brings up her 2 silvered axes, cuts the arm in half, and then pulls the other axe up and just lays it. It goes all the way down through this thing's neck, and its head just lops off as
That's
it falls
awesome.
to the ground.
Holy shit!
And you guys have beaten this werewolf.
Sit,
Awesome.
boo boo, sit.
And that is where we will end this episode tonight.
Oh my god.
Woo.
Oh my god.
Beadle's
God.
still screaming.
Beetle still screaming.
Hey everyone, this is Marquise the Dungeon Master. I just wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you to everyone in the Tabletop RPG community, Tabletop RPG family on Twitter. You guys have all been extremely welcoming. We've gotten a ton of new followers, a ton of people started listening to the show. I'm like really, really thankful for that. And we love all of you guys. And we hope to keep seeing you guys around in the multi-yonder. Peace.